For those tuning in right now, this is the JV game. Not going to announce, just going to show video. We are at halftime here at the JV game where Blackford's leading 16-8 over the Daleville Broncos. And with that, the JV Bruins have won. Final score 38-30 over the junior varsity Daleville Broncos. And just in a few minutes, we're going to let the clock get started, and we'll show that up on the board. It's got an 8 minutes timer set, and nope, now it's at 20 minutes. And once that gets started, me and my co-host will jump in. Probably about 5 or 10 minutes left on the clock to start a little pregame show. Get a couple ads read, and then we'll go from there and start in with the Blackford varsity girls playing host to the Daleville Lady Broncos. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Blackford Sports Network, where we plan on hosting all of the girls and boys basketball games for the start of the season. With me today is my special co-host, as Ian has a wrestling meet and can't make it tonight. And I've got his older brother, Jordan McCammon, here.
What's going on, Steve?
Everything's going real good. Jordan, how are you?
Pretty good, man. Ready for a good match here.
Yes, we are. So, I was watching a little bit of the JV game with you, and there was a lot of things that we saw that weren't right, a lot of good things that we did see from the team. What are you looking for in this game today?
Basically just hustle. I mean, the last couple games have been better, have been improving. We're still 0-6, but the last couple games have been better. So if we bring that intensity that we have had the last couple games, I think we'll be fine. Looking at the other teams, kind of like roster or game plan here, I think we're gonna might have to face guard a couple girls and probably stick straight man, just because they got some shooters.
Yeah, we were talking about the score or the stats for Max Preps, I believe is where you got them, right?
Yep.
We were talking about that, and there was one girl who we're definitely going to have to put some extra emphasis on her. And just watching a little bit of the pregame warm-up, it looked like this girl was not missing much.
Yeah, they were saying number 23, I think her last name is Poulter. They're saying she's a face guard opponent. She's a shooter. She thinks shoot first every time, and if she's got any opening, she's taking the shot, and more than likely it's going in.
And if we've picked them out, of course they didn't wear anything to where you could see the numbers, but if we've got the girl right, I only saw her miss one, and then I got to talking with Miss Karen Mealy here at the school about the setup that we have going on here, but you can maybe put a little bit more on for that. Did she miss any, or was she pretty much spot on?
She was pretty well spot on. I think she missed 2 or 3, what I seen, but I mean, you'll have that. But I think once she gets in the groove, she's going to lock in. And I think we're going to have somebody superstar or face guard on her so that we can kind of shut her down. We shut her down, and it takes a lot of offense away from them, and that's what we're going to need.
Absolutely. And if I remember right, you said that there was a girl who did a lot of baseline screens.
Yeah, they were saying this number 30 Voss. It's their big girl. They were saying it's their girl that's in the paint all the time. She's setting back screens. They said she's very active in the paint. She's always high, low, side to side. So.
And that seems to be where the Bruins tend to lack, even with 6 foot. I think it's 6'1", 6'3", maybe. No, yeah, 6'1". Sophie Winger should be pulling down a lot of boards, but I just don't think she's too aggressive enough down in the paint, and needs to be a lot more aggressive. And I know I've talked to her and her parents personally about it last year a lot, and told her that I'd love to see her just get more confidence playing basketball, and to see her get more aggressive. And from where she was last year to this year, she's definitely a lot more aggressive. But I think she just needs to be a lot more aggressive down there in the paint. Don't use her height so much, but use her body to get in those good positions and spring up off of those legs and get those rebounds. And don't hesitate to bring them down strong.
Right. I mean, I agree. She's what you said, over 6 foot. Her arms are long. She's just long-bodied. So, I mean, she needs to get in there and use every inch of that to her advantage, because our bigs are going to have to do a lot of talking, a lot of moving, a lot of switching. It's going to be tough down there for us tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be tough. Looking at them again, Daleville, as they're coming back out onto the court with 3 minutes left to go in the pregame. They don't look any more bigger than what we are. But they definitely have a confidence that they're bringing when they walk out here onto the court. There's nobody smiling and joking and giggling with each other. It's all straight-faced, and they definitely have their game faces on. And usually with a team like that, they're trying to show the other team, hey, we're here to play. We mean business.
Right.
And
right.
we're here to whoop up on you. Now what do you have for us?
Right, yeah. They're coming out here like, hey, we're coming into your house, and we're here to destroy. So
absolutely.
We're going to have to bring that same intensity. We're going to have to match it and then some to pull away with the W.
Absolutely. And just looking at their roster here a little bit, they have just 2 seniors on the roster. Number 5, Mackenzie Walker, and number 22, Eve Emery. And is that the 22? Is that the girl that you were talking about earlier? That
no, 23.
23. Oh, yeah. Heather Poulter.
Yep.
Poultler, yeah. Yeah, Poultler. There you go.
Right.
And there she is. It is the girl that we were talking about earlier. And she didn't look like she missed. She had the best-looking shot from what I could tell from both teams. I mean, I like some of our girls as shooters, but she just has a natural set. She squares up to the basket and lets it fly, and it does not miss very often.
Right. Her form was pretty smooth, so we'll see. They're coming off a loss from Wapahani, 73-64.
That's not a bad loss. Nothing like the loss that we went through down in Yorktown. Yorktown just put a hurt on us. I talked to Coach Waters a little bit after the game, and I won't necessarily go over what we did say because I was talking to him as a parent, not necessarily as a media guy. But the overall gist was that he's happy with the team, but there's still a lot of room for improvement.
Right.
So let's see what he's gotten done with them. I know they had a practice on Saturday morning. Of course, they have to have Sunday off, and then now here we are today. So kind of hoping that he put a little bit through. And if you hear rumor that we didn't stand for the national anthem, that has a lot to do with the circumstances and the situation that we're in. The stand that we're up onto here is not got a lot of room for us to stand. We'd have to slide over. But we are going to be a little bit quiet. Did you hear the name of this kid?
No, I did not.
Wow, what a rendition. Man. That was fantastic.
That was great. He doesn't look very old either.
No, he looks like a high school student.
Right.
A very good job, well put together, and it kind of reminded you of that, who was it? Was it, the guy from Guns N' Roses that did it a long time ago for a Super Bowl.
I have no clue.
Slash. Slash did it, yeah. A very good job. So, starting lineups for Daleville so far is number 5, Mackenzie Walker, Malia Walker, 14, Ashlyn Craig, number 23, Heather Poultler, and number 30, Audrey Voss. And now for the Bruins.
Lady Bruins. Starting at guard, 5'3" sophomore, number 20, Grace.
Of course, we've got Grace Simmons, number 20, on the court.
Another guard, 5'9" sophomore, number 22,
J.C. Sones, definitely a good addition to the team.
6'1" senior.
Sophie Winger, the 6'1" senior.
Man, she's got to be aggressive today.
Yes.
At 4, 5'10" junior, number 24, Reagan Harding.
Reagan Harding is another one, a nice addition to the team this year.
7 senior, number 42, Michaela Harrell.
And Michaela Harold coming in to round out the starting 5.
I'm hoping Reagan puts up about 20. We're going to need it.
Yes, I think she's definitely capable of it. I always called her a sophomore or a freshman because she hadn't played before, and I'd never seen her, playing any girls' games. But she's a senior who used to play, and she's also a transfer from Jay County.
Right.
But she used to play and came back to playing her senior year once Coach Waters started. So definitely a fantastic addition.
Right.
I love the way she's very aggressive, and if I wish I had 4 more girls just like her because that's what Blackford needs.
For sure. She don't have height, but, man, she's got everything else.
Yes, she does. Tip-off goes Blackford's way. And a way to move it in. A nice block by Daleville. Oh, Daleville gets one down in the paint.
Got to get back on defense.
Baller scores for the Broncos.
Looks like Daleville's starting early on the press.
Yep, everybody presses Blackford because we struggle really bad with it, just as you can see right there.
We just get too anxious. We got to calm down.
We just don't have the confidence.
That's right.
And so now Daleville with the ball again. And illegal screen by number 5 for Daleville, and that's Mackenzie Walker.
Foul Broncos, number 5, Walker. Mackenzie Walker.
That's going to be her first foul of the game. And now the Bruins trying to get one in the paint. I heard Coach Waters scream attack, and the girls just barely able to get that one moved around. And now Michaela Harold's got it up, puts up the shot, and she's going to get fouled. Looks like by number 30, Audrey Voss.
Yep.
Nope, number 13.
Shooting 2.
Foul Broncos, number 13, Malia Walker.
Malia Walker picks up her first foul.
At the line, 2 shots for the Bruins.
And Harold's first shot is no good. And that's the other thing that Blackford needs to improve on is free throws.
Yeah.
You can never go 0 for 2 on the free throw line, just like we did there. You
Yeah.
got to at least pick up one.
Yeah,
And
those are freebies. We got to have those.
And now we've got a jump ball going Daleville's way. And no, this is not the JV game, so if you give me just a second, I will pull that off there.
Looks like we're starting with the full court press, which Daleville didn't have any problem dribbling right through. We're going to have to tighten that up if it's going to do anything.
Yes, it does. And now Poulter had the ball in her hands. Now we're moving around, and we're definitely going to have a foul on Harding. The shot was no good. And
No, she made it and won.
oh, did she really?
Yeah, it rolled in.
Well, they have not added the score yet. Yep, there it goes.
Bruins, number 24, Harding.
It's like Walker's at the line, shooting 1, trying to make a 3-point play. Short.
She misses the extra point, but gets the Daleville gets the rebound. Now they're working, fighting. Blackford is, and Michaela Harold looked a little lost out there. Now they're trying to get it into the paint. Backs out for 3, and it's good.
Number 5, Walker with the 3.
Lindsay Walker.
And now we know we've got to stop her from.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying we're going to have to man up and stay up on them.
Simmons for 3 off the rim and backboard, no good. And they had Poulter on the fast break towards the basket, but didn't give it to her. A 3 by Walker's no good, and the rebound goes to J.C. Sones, but we're going to have yet another jump ball going Blackford's way.
Many more of those to come.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. The unfortunate part about the girls' games is, and it's been this way since they were 10-year-olds, but it's always a jump ball. Always a jump ball. And a bad pass by Sophie Winger is intercepted by Poltler, and she drives in, and I believe that's going to be a foul on number 20, Grace Simmons. Yep,
it is. Grace Simmons, her first foul, team second.
Who got the first foul for Blackford?
Hardy.
Harding did, that's right. And Poltler's first free throw is no good. And did Walker hit her free throw? I think she did.
No, she did not.
She didn't. Who
She
hit
missed.
the free throw then? The second of two free throws. Oh, and we're definitely going to have an over the back on that one. As looks like, who is that? 13.
Yeah, Walker.
Broncos number 13, Aaliyah Walker.
And that's going to be her second foul.
Team's third.
Checking in for Bruins,
Again, back to the
34.
full court press. And that one's going to go off of Poltler. That's going to be tough to say all day.
Yeah, it is. Bruins are going to have to figure something out, already down 7-0.
And if you give me a second here, I might be able to put this up there on the scoreboard. Simmons almost got the ball stripped from her, goes down for a layup,
Nice.
and that's good.
Took it all the way to the basket, and we got somebody hurt
For the Bruins.
down for the Broncos.
Yeah, I did not see what happened. Did Grace run her over?
I'm not sure. I think she jumped and came down wrong on their ankle.
Yeah, it might be. It looks like she's holding her ankle. So we're going to pull away here. We're going to have a couple quick ad reads just to get us going here. Foundation Building Material is your building materials supplier for all your building material needs, from drywall, steel studs to Armstrong ceiling tile and insulation. Foundation Building Materials, founded on principle and built on purpose. Contact Aaron Farrell today at 260-472-2181. Are you suffering from neck, back, or joint pain? Clear Choice Chiropractic can help. From neck pain, migraine, stress, or a colicky baby, Clear Choice Chiropractic has the tools necessary to help you live pain-free. Call Dr. Malia Robertson at 765-329-5044 and schedule an appointment. Don't live another day in pain. Call now, 765-329-5044. Are you looking for custom shirts for your organization, sports team, or just a fun shirt for vacation? Get a hold of Jordan Massey today on Facebook at Clothing as a Canvas. Contact Jordan with all of your special shirt designs and printing. His creations are absolutely amazing, and he even does special projects like the shoes that Coach Waters is wearing tonight on the court. Contact Jordan now on Facebook at Clothing as a Canvas. And the last one, are you looking for a used car at an affordable price? Call Dave's Car Corner. They sell the nicest used cars on the market, and you just can't beat the friendly service that Dave offers. I know he hooked me up with a really nice-looking Jeep, and Jordan can tell you he's seen it.
It is nice, real nice. And Dave, I bought 2 or 3 vehicles off him. Best dude. Wouldn't want to buy a vehicle from anybody else.
Absolutely, and I've bought 2 off of him so far. A 3 chucked up like by Poltler is no good, and Sones back the other way is going to get a travel call.
Too big of a hurry. Got a jump stop there.
Yep. But Dave's located at the corner of Walnut and Kentucky, and make sure you see him or give him a call at 348-5770.
It looks like the player that was hurt was number 14, Craig. She is on the bench getting assessed now.
All right, and Harding's going to pick up her second foul of the game.
That's not good.
Nope, and it's going to send Walker back to the line for 2. Are you sure it wasn't Walker that was the one that was the shooter?
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of looking like it.
Because she has at least 5 points right now, picks up her 6th.
She's got a substituting in for the Bruins is 32, Gabrielle Reed, and 10, Helen Weitzel.
Well, now you know better than to call her Gabrielle.
Oh, I know. It's sissy, right?
The second shot by Walker is up and good, and I think we may have the wrong player. That Poltler was – she's missed a 3, missed both of her free throws, but that Walker has not missed a thing yet.
She's small, She's like I think she's kind of their point guard, but, man, she's a shooting guard. She can score the ball.
And now Grace Simmons down in the paint, gets the ball taken away from her. She tries to take it back, but no, not able to. And now we've got another fast break, and Helen Weitzel gets her hands on it, and just enough that it goes off of Daleville, and the Bruins are going to take over at the baseline. A nice play by Helen Weitzel, getting her hands up in the face and just getting a little bit of a tip on the ball so where it just bounced off of Daleville's fingers and goes out of bounds. So Weitzel holding on to the ball, now dribbling over to the other side.
Looks like we're running kind of a...
And now a shot by Weitzel is up, and it's good. And we're going to have a foul. And I didn't see who was... What?
They're saying it's out of bounds. They're saying it was before the shot.
Nope,
shot.
He called it a good shot.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
They're saying the shot is good, foul after the shot.
Oh, the foul after the shot is going to give Blackford the ball right back.
Foul is after the shot. Blackford retains it.
Still, we'll take it.
Right.
As Helen Weitzel scores 2 points. Blackford trying to get... Oh, and Grace Simmons takes off running to the hole but forgets to dribble.
Looks like we're running like a 3-out, 2-in on offense. We're going to have to pull everything out we've got on offense today, I think.
Yes.
9-4. Need a good defensive stop here.
And again, Walker is the ball handler. And, Helen gets away with one there.
In the corner
and the
again.
Three is up, and it's good.
She can't miss right now.
She is the one that was the shooter, I'm pretty sure. She's got 10 points already, and the score is 12-4.
Yeah, I think they might have got that wrong. I think 5's your shooter. I mean, yeah.
And Helen holding on to the ball for a couple seconds. Simmons with 3, just a little bit off. Rebound goes to Daleville. And there's Walker bringing the ball up the court. And Grace Marshall, and that one's going to be off the fingertips of number 24, Ellie Hochstetler.
Checking in for Blackford, 21, Haley Morris.
21,
Haley Morris
yep.
is coming in for Grace Simmons with 2 fouls, right? Simmons has 2. No, Harding has 2.
Right.
Simmons only has 1. But now Helen Weitzel becoming the point guard here. And Sones looked like she was going to drain a 3 there and then pulls back, and that one's by Grace Marshall for 3.
Grace Marshall.
A beautiful-looking shot.
Man.
She saw that one going all the way and let it rip.
Boom, baby. Nothing but net. Yeah. Pass it down low to 23, and Grace Marshall with the all-ball foul. Looked like all ball, but I think she got a little body there.
The fans, she looked like she was acknowledging that she knew she got the foul.
Right.
The fans didn't like it, though.
You got Poulter at the line, shooting 2.
Let's see, she's already went 0 for 2, and she drains the first one.
Yep.
Getting a little too quiet here at Bruin Stadium. Second shot is up, and it is good. That's her first 2 points of the game.
The Broncos' lead has now went to 7.
Oh, and J.C. Sones struggling with it. Gives it over to Grace Marshall. And Grace Marshall's going to drain a little short 10-footer.
She's starting to heat up a little bit. Walker bringing the ball back down the floor for the Broncos.
I've always liked Grace Marshall. I felt like she needed to shoot the ball more.
Right. I agree with that. She always seemed pretty comfortable on the floor.
Yep. And now the Broncos pulling it out. And a 3 for Poulter off the glass, no good. Rebound by Haley Morris. And neither team doing much of any pressing. And J.C. Sones thought she was going to take that one down low, but mishandles it.
Looks like we got a 5 out right now, just running like a 5-man motion or something.
Yep, Haley Morris travels.
Man. Got to be more confident with the ball in our hands.
Yes, we do. Daleville didn't have anybody to inbound the ball, and then Poltler comes up and just gives it a quick in and back out to Walker. And we're going to have a foul on Helen Weitzel.
Foul Blackford, 10 Weitzel.
Yep, that's her first.
That's her first, but the team's fifth.
Yep.
And the Bruins just have to stay out of the fouls. It's unbecoming.
Yeah.
And she misses that one, right?
Yep, she missed it. Yeah, we can't be putting the team on the foul line early in the half.
No. And was that a three she was shooting?
Yeah, she gets the shot.
Gone. Puts her to the line for three. And it looks like we've got another YouTube subscriber. Thank you, Bone0210, for your subscription.
We got a Blackford timeout full.
Blackford using up its first full timeout. And so the Bruins not looking too bad here tonight at home, but still down by 7. And it looks like the Bruins have four girls with foul, and then of course Reagan Harding with 2 of those, and Daleville only with 3 fouls, 2 of them though by Malia Walker.
Right. Yep. Having to pull Harding out early in the first period. It's not good.
No. And I've forgot, was that Walker who drained those? She drained 2 of her 3 free throws.
No, that
wasn't Walker. Number 5.
Oh yeah, it was.
I thought it was. I know I've missed some scores because I only have the score at 8, 10, 12. So 14. So I've missed someone with a 2-pointer early on in the game.
Looks like we're still running like a 5-man motion.
And Helen for 3, no good. She gets tossed to the ground. A fight for Daleville for the ball. And now they're going to bring it up court.
Looks like the offense is pretty much running through number 5 for Daleville.
Yes. Poltler now with the ball, drives in, gives it up to Walker. Walker for 3, and she drains it.
Man, we got to face guard her.
Yeah, somebody needs to get up in her grill and not let her.
Right. The Bruins turn it over again.
What happened?
Just a bad pass.
Oh, goodness. And now Haley Morris coming out and Paige Maloney coming in. I've ran out of 3 spots to keep score for Walker as she's now with 3. And she tries to drive one in, and J.C. Sones is going to get the ball taken from her, but it goes out of bounds.
Looks like Coach Waters is calling what he says 3 out, so they're switching the offense up a little bit. See what happens.
Ooh, slid that pivot foot just a little bit too much. J.C. Sones turns the ball over.
Man, those turnovers are killing us.
The score 19-9. The Daleville Broncos leading by 10 now.
How many you got Walker for?
9, 11, 15.
Wow, 15 of their 19.
Yep. And Reed going to give it down to Marshall. Marshall throws up a little bit of a layup, and it's no good. Rebound was by Paige Maloney, and it's thrown up, no good. And I know because Grace Marshall drained a 3 and then a 2, right?
Right, yep.
So I've got the score at 9. Yep, I've got all theirs. I just don't have all of. So right now I've got Helen with 2, Simmons with 2, and Marshall with 5 to start off this game. And for Daleville, I have 15 for Walker, Mackenzie Walker, and 2 for Poltler. And I know that's 2 points off, and I missed that opportunity to get those in there. So,
yep. End of the first quarter, 19-9.
And let's go back to some more ad reads. Foundation Building Material is your building materials distributor for all your building material needs. From drywall, steel studs to Armstrong ceiling tile and insulation, Foundation Building Material is founded on principle and built on purpose. Contact Aaron Farrell today at 260-472-2181. Are you suffering from neck, back, or joint pain? Clear Choice Chiropractic can help. From neck pain, migraine, stress, or a colicky baby, Clear Choice Chiropractic has the tools necessary to help you live pain-free. Call Dr. Malia Robertson at 765-329-5044 and schedule an appointment. Don't live another day in pain. Call now at 765-329-5044. And back to action here as Daleville gets the ball. And a double dribble by Walker. She didn't think she did, but it was obvious. Blackford inbounds the ball, the same that ended the first quarter or the first period. Now start the second period.
Looks like we got a kick ball by Daleville. Give the Blackford side out here.
Soanes inbounding the ball to Paige Maloney. Maloney gives it up to Weitzel. Weitzel over to, oh my goodness, that one was way off. And now the rebound is Poltler, and she drives it down quick, stops, gives it back to Walker. And now I'm just going to watch Walker here. She moves around down to Poltler. Poltler. And it looks like we're going to have a foul on Poltler, maybe?
I don't know.
Yes, I'm pretty sure he pointed. Yep, yeah. Poltler with the foul. She didn't look like she did anything wrong, but he's calling a push.
That's her second, team's fifth.
Is it her second? Because
Yep.
I only had her as her first.
Yep, that's her second, both team with 5
That would definitely
now.
make it, I got the right one now. I like it when the other team has just as many fouls as we do.
Right.
Helen Weitzel tries to drive in, and she's going to get the foul called.
Foul Blackford, number 10. Weitzel.
Not a very smart move by Weitzel.
Looks like we have Simmons coming back in for Weitzel.
In the lineup for the Bruins, number 20, Grace Simmons.
Daleville hasn't been doing a lot of subbing. They've been keeping mostly the same 5 in so far.
Well, we noticed earlier that they didn't have a really big team when they came out to do their pregame warm-ups.
Right.
The ball gets down, and Grace Marshall's going to rip this one out, and that's going to be a travel.
Yes, sir.
A travel by number 30, Ellie Hott. No, that's not Ellie. That's Audrey Voss is going to give the ball over to the Bruins with 6:41 left to go in the second.
Looks like we still got 3 on the perimeter and 2 in the trying to work high-low here. Looks like Daleville's coming at us with the...
Oh, and we got Grace
nice.
Marshall down low for 2.
Good find there by Simmons.
She was wide open, wasn't a black jersey anywhere near her.
Nope.
A nice job by Grace. Both the Graces getting in position and getting the ball down there.
Looks like Walker's ready for another shot.
She puts it up, no good. And it looked like Polter had the opportunity to be over the back, but no call. Polter driving in. Grace Simmons looked like she wanted to foul, but didn't get it. And I'm not
Looks like
sure.
It's going to be on 32, Sissy Reed.
I don't believe it.
That's her first, team 7th.
Sissy Reed picks up her first, but puts the Daleville in bonus. First shot up and no good for Voss.
Looks like 14, Craig, who was hurt early, is back in the game.
Oh, is she the one that was down?
Yep.
Getting attended to?
Mm-hmm.
And Voss's second one is good. Daleville now leading 21-11 with 5:44 left. And gets it over to Paige. Paige thought she wanted it. Grace throws one up, no good. Nah. Sones is going to pick up a foul for over the back on that one.
Which is going to put the into 1-1.
Yep. Not a very smart foul, as it looks like Michaela Harold's about to come in and give Sones a break.
Yeah.
Nope, going to give Sissy Reed a break.
We got number 14, Craig, for the Broncos at the line for 1-1.
That's her first time to the line, right?
Yep.
Oh, and I missed. Voss, I didn't give her her point. And
this one's good.
Who was that, Craig?
Yep.
Craig picks up her first points of the game. Second shot is up, and it is good as well. And I think I saw Coach was going to call it his second timeout, wasn't he?
Yep. Blackford's got a 30-second timeout.
And are you looking for custom shirts for your organization, sports team, or just a fun shirt for vacation? Get a hold of Jordan Massey today on Facebook at Clothing is a Canvas. Contact Jordan with all of your special shirt designs and printing. His creations are just amazing, and Jordan can attest to that. And he even designed does special projects like the shoes that Coach Waters is wearing tonight on the court. Contact Jordan now on Facebook at Clothing is a Canvas. Now, I know that you and Jordan are good friends and have been for quite a while. And we were talking just this weekend at the cancer auction by the Elks that he does some really amazing things with that company.
Right. That dude can do anything. I mean, from shirts to stickers to, I mean, if you can think it up, that dude can make it happen. He's got multiple talents.
And you were telling me something that I found just absolutely crazy, was that he hand painted the shoes that Coach Waters is wearing.
Yeah, that's what we were talking, and as the Broncos turn it over, we were talking and saying that we both thought it was just ironed on or printed on.
Yeah.
And I went over there and looked at him in person, and then he was telling me that they were hand painted, and I about crapped a brick. I mean, I couldn't believe it.
And Poltler picks that one off. You could read that pass a mile away, and she sets up for three. Rims in and out, no good. Rebound, J.C. Sones. And now Blackford's going to slow it back down.
It's like set something up here.
And I missed. Who scored that last two for Daleville? And another one picked off. Oh, we're going to have a kicked ball. It's still going to stay Blackford.
Kicked ball by Walker. I'm not sure who had that last two.
Because I had the score at 20. I looked up at the scoreboard, and they said it should have been 22.
Well, Craig had those two free throws. It was 20-11.
I had her.
It was 20-11.
Maybe I didn't add them onto the scoreboard.
Yeah,
maybe that's what it was.
It was 20-11, and then Craig hit two free throws.
And I think I'm just going to credit Walker, as she has proven that she can hit any shot.
Right.
With those 2 points that I was missing. And now Sones is out. And it looks like, I don't know who was in. And Weitzel puts one up in the air. Poltler comes down with it, but falls to the ground, which is a travel every time.
Right. Got out of bounds here under the bucket for the Bruins.
And this one's, and we're going to have a jump ball, and I believe that's going to go
Daleville's way.
Daleville.
Jump ball goes to the Broncos.
Yeah, but to finish off what you're saying about Jordan Massey, you have something to do, you get with that dude, he'll get it done.
Yeah, Jordan's something special, and I talked to you this weekend that I was thinking about having him do some stuff for me, maybe making up a and that's going to be a foul all day long page, and it's going to send Poltler to the free throw line. But I think I'm going to have him do some stickers for my Jeep that I just bought from Dave's Car Corner, and see if he can, hook me up with a nice sticker for my Jeep windows to help get the word out there that we do this.
Right.
And her first shot is up and good.
Don't forget about them license plates. He can do them too.
Can you really?
He can do, yeah.
Look at you, man. You keep telling me everything that he can do. I'm like, is there anything he can't do?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen nothing yet.
All right. Maybe we're going to have him as a guest here one day and just talk about some of the things that he can do with his little business that he started up here. And Poultler hits both of her free throws. She's now got 4 points, all from free throws, as Paige Maloney tosses up a three, no good, and rebound Helen Weitzel. They've got Helen trapped, and she just tosses one up, and it's a good job because, and that one was almost picked off. And Grace Simmons driving to the basket, no good. Rebound by Poultler.
Bruins are letting it slip a little bit. The lead now is 24-11.
There's 3:20 to go in the second, and that should be a travel as well as Walker falls down.
See if the Bruins can set something up on offense here.
And Page for three, no good, off the hands of a couple Bruins and a couple Broncos, and Walker's going to drive one in, and she tosses it up, and I think Simmons is going to pick up her third foul of the game.
Yep.
It sure did look like she was set. She must have moved at the last minute.
She was up there trying to draw that charge.
No, that's only her second foul.
Team's 10th. Man, 10-5 on the fouls here.
And Daleville now in double bonus. She picked up her first one, didn't she?
Who?
Yep. Walker.
Oh, yep.
That's not the girl you want to send to the line.
No,
and now Harding coming back in for Harold. And in and out, rebound Harding. Helen Weitzel bringing it up the court quick, giving it off to Simmons. Simmons going to drive one in, put it up, and that should be a foul.
He's calling a travel.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's rough. It looks like we might be throwing some full court press in here.
And it does look like we are. And Daleville's going to bring it across the line fairly easy. And back out to Walker, gives it up. The Broncos not looking like they're moving much, but there's Poulter right as I said that. Drives to the basket, give the old give and go. And Poulter picks up her first field goal of the night.
Sophie Winger, soft hands.
And
that's one go.
In the paint. That one's going to go off of Daleville, Blackford ball.
Looks like J.C. Sones comes back in for Maloney.
And I believe Sones has two, right?
I think so, yeah.
No, only one.
Oh, okay.
The we have three girls with two. Weitzel, Simmons, and Harding. J.C. Sones drives in, and we're going to have a foul. You can't have a foul if you're walking around with the ball in your hands. It looked like more of a travel than a foul to me, but again, I'm not the referee. And if he wants to watch it later, I'd love to hear his discussion on it. Miss by Voss. Voss only has 1 point on the game so far.
Yeah, us sending them to the line is not good.
No, it's not. A lot of they've got 6, 8, 10, 11 points just off of free throws.
Wow.
And a miss there. Oh, another winger.
And we did not box out at all. Not one of our girls boxed out.
Foul the Bruins, number 15.
Winger's going to pick up her first foul of the game.
It's going to send number 13 Walker to the line for two.
And I'm missing 2 points from the Bruins. Daggone it. And her first shot's up and good. That's Voss, right?
Mm-hmm. No, it's correct. It's Walker. 13 Walker.
No. Oh, the Malia Walker.
Yeah.
Walker picks up her first 2 points of the game, all from free throws.
And the lead's now to 18. It's 29-11 Broncos.
There's a minute 50 to go, and we get the ball down low, kick it back out to Reed. Reed mishandles it, now kicking it up back out to the top of the key. And they almost find J.C. Sones, but she can't get a hold of the ball because Daleville put some hands on it. Walker now getting the ball down low to Poulter. Poulter up, and Sones gets a hand on the ball and gets a good block. The ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a Daleville ball. Poulter gets the inbound pass, and her 2 points is good.
Heather Butler scores for Daleville.
The announcer here is calling her Putler. I'm hoping that he's right because that's easier to say than Poulter.
You're right. Sure does look like Poulter, though. Down in the middle to...
Sones for 2, no good. Oh, it is good.
She
That was high off the glass.
Banks open.
Sones picks up her first 2 of the game.
Now we need a defensive stop.
Walker was looking to go down low, but Harding had number 23 stopped on 3-point up, no good. Harding's going to get the rebound, and now Grace Simmons is going to be back at the point guard position, moving the ball around. 3 for Sones is up and no good.
Daleville pushes the ball. Now slows it down.
There's 20 seconds to go.
Maybe trying to get the last shot here.
Still watching the clock now at 10. And they got it down low, and Simmons is going to pick up her 3rd. A bad foul by Simmons, but keeps the easy bucket from happening. And now Craig's going to have to work for her 2 points. And now Paige Maloney, looks like Maloney's going to come in for Simmons. And the first shot's up and good.
Back in for the Bruins, number 3, Paige Maloney.
Simmons takes a seat to Paige Maloney. And the second one's up and good. And a bad pass. Gives it back up to Daleville, and that's going to do it for this half.
Score is 33-13. Broncos on top by 20.
And we're going to keep you guys here, of course, as we always do. I'll let you watch the clock rundown and look at this beautiful paint job done by Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC, a sponsor of baseball last year. So,
man, that's a sweet paint job, too.
They did a fantastic job here and in the swimming pool area. If you haven't been in the swimming pool area, you got to take a look at it. It is a very good job that they did inside there as well.
I haven't been in there yet. I'll check it out.
Yeah. And so let's get to some more of our sponsors and give them the time that they deserve here. Are you looking for a used car at an affordable price? Call Dave's Car Corner. They sell the nicest used cars on the market, and you just can't beat the friendly service that Dave Montgomery gives you. I know he took really good care of me with both vehicles I've purchased from him. He's obviously taken good care of Jordan McCammon as well, and we both highly recommend Dave. He's located on the corner of Walnut and Kentucky, and you know he sold me this Jeep, found this Jeep for me, and then puts a nice-looking blue four-door Jeep out there on the corner of his lot. So I had to drive by it, but I'm telling you, I'll still take my little two-door over that thing because the paint job on mine is just fantastic. I couldn't be happier with it. But give Dave a call if you're looking for a used car. He does have the nicest ones around. Foundation Building Material, the company that I do currently work for and have been working for them for just a little over a month. I love it out there. They do really good work. They do try to offer friendly service and get the deliveries on time and where they need to be. But they are your building materials distributor for your building materials needs. From drywall, steel studs to Armstrong ceiling tile and insulation, Foundation Building Material is founded on principle and built on purpose. Contact Aaron today at 260-472-2181. Are you suffering from neck, back, or joint pain? I know I was there for the longest time until Clear Choice Chiropractic helped me. From neck pain, migraine, stress, or a colicky baby, Clear Choice Chiropractic has the tools necessary to help you live pain-free. Give Dr. Malia Robertson a call today at 765-329-5044 and schedule an appointment. Don't live another day in pain. Call now, 765-329-5044. And again, if you're looking for those custom shirts for your organization, sports team, or just a fun shirt for vacation, get a hold of Jordan Massey today on Facebook at Clothing is a Canvas. Contact Jordan with all of your special shirt designs and printing. His creations are absolutely amazing, spectacularly amazing. And he even does special projects like the shoes Coach Waters is wearing tonight on the court. Contact Jordan now on Facebook at Clothing is a Canvas. And with that, we're going to take a quick break so that Jordan and I can get a little splash of water and rest our vocal cords because they are very, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, man, I just drew a blank. It's not very often that I draw a blank like that. But anyway, the vocal cords are special to us, and we need them to get you guys through the rest of the game. So we'll be right back after the Bruins come back out onto the court. There's 6:22 left in the half, and with this, we're going to take a short break. And back here, Jordan's going to come across your screen just a few seconds as he was sitting talking to John Simmons. Oh, sorry about that. There's a minute left to go. They just listed off the starters. Starters for Daleville is going to be their original starting lineup. Mackenzie Walker, Malia Walker, Ashlyn Craig, Heather Poltler, and Audrey Voss. The Bruins have a different lineup, going with Paige Maloney, Helen Weitzel, J.C. Sones, Reagan Harding, and Sissy Reed. So the Bruins changing it up a little bit. I know Coach Waters tries to put what he feels is the best on the court at the time, and no surprise that he's leaving Grace Simmons out of this starting lineup for this half with her 3 fouls. And the Bruins moving the ball around the top of the key. Gets it down to Reagan Harding. Harding dragging that pivot foot. Gets the travel call. It's the dumb turnovers that are killing the Bruins. And I don't mean to say dumb as in they're dumb, but to say that the mistakes they made aren't the brightest. They're not mistakes that they should be making. And I believe we're going to have a blocking foul on number 13, Malia Walker.
I think it's just the simple little mistakes.
Yes, it's the little ones, the ones that you're supposed to stop making back when you were playing 7th and 8th grade ball.
Right. It's the fundamental stuff.
Yep. Maloney drives in, a little bit of a hook shot, no good. Rebound by J.C. Sones, gets her own rebound again, and it's good.
J.C. Sones.
A couple offensive rebounds. We need that every time.
And they get the ball down low, and it's going to be 2 points by Craig.
Ashlyn Craig scores for the Broncos.
And Helen's going to slow it up a little bit before she gets it across the line. And it looked like they tried to trap Reed over there in the corner, but she's able to get it out. Now they're going to give it back to Reed, and a bad pass by Maloney puts it at her feet. And Weitzel going to go for 3, no good. Rebound,
Good
Harding.
rebound.
Harding tries to give it out to J.C. Sones, but it didn't look like she was ready for it. And they give the ball away to Daleville, and Walker's going to bring it up the court.
Harding
slows
needs
it
to
down.
go right back up with that.
Yep, I agree. And it looks like Cagel's getting her shirt off, ready to come in. And Poltler is going to drive in. Putler, as they call it, and Harding's going to pick up her 3rd foul.
So we know which one it is yet?
I don't. The crazy thing is I'm really good. Oh, and Cagle is coming in for Maloney, and it looks like Marshall's going to come in for Harding.
Also number 33, Eric Cagle.
Harding not looking too happy that she picked that 3rd foul up, knows that she's probably going to sit out the rest of the 3rd period.
Looks like we got good help defense right now. Playing some tight man defense.
One thing I never understood about the girl, and they're going to get that one down low, and the foul is going to be called on Helen, I believe. The one thing I've never understand is there's so many. Yep, it is on Helen. And that's her 3rd foul of the game.
Yep.
The one thing I've never understood is there are so many I don't even know. Moving screens and moving picks set in a girls' game, but none of them are called.
Right.
Second one's up and good.
Voss went to the line and knocked both of them down.
And this is going to be a really interesting stat at the end of the game. I'm kind of curious if Blackford doesn't send them to the line so much, I wonder what the score would have been.
Right. They have to have, 15, 18 points from the line right now?
5, 7, 9, 11.
Steal by Cagle and the bucket.
I've always liked Karen Cagle.
Oh,
another steal, and she double dribbles. She should have just turned around and put that one up like she originally wanted.
Right. Looks like we're going with some full court press here. Try to get the Broncos rattled a little bit here.
And Poulter's going to take it and run up the court. She passes it off, and I look like a travel, but Haley Morris gets the steal, and Coach Waters looked like he was wanting them to press it up the court. Now Cagle for three, off the bank, no good. Rebound, started to go Sissy Reed, but J.C. Sohn gets it, and now I think we're going to have an over the back.
Good hustle by J.C. Sohns there.
Over the back by Craig. That should give her first foul. Yep.
Foul, Broncos 14.
It is her first. It's the team's second. We got 2 fouls apiece here on the teams.
18 points.
Wow.
On free throws alone. And that's just the ones they've made.
Right.
Not the ones they've missed. And Marshall for three. Oh, I thought that was going to be good. And she misses everything, but definitely a good shot to be taken by Marshall. And now we've got a timeout by Daleville. The Bruins coming out strong here.
Daleville, 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout by Daleville here. They still got the lead by 20, 37-17.
37-17. The Bruins trailing by 20. But, man, they have come out with some fire since having Aaron Cagle in there.
Yep.
Two straight steals on the inbound pass and turned 2 points out of it. Tried for the 4 points, but wasn't able to.
Right. She's been the little spark plug so far this quarter, so.
Yes, she has.
We'll see if it can move from her to the rest of the team here.
And it's going to be Daleville's ball coming back. And the Bruins still getting in that press. Ooh, and they start to trap, and they get it back to Walker. Walker's going to bring it up the court. They've got a girl down low, but Grace Marshall with the nice block, and they're going to call a foul on her.
They're going to call a foul.
That looked like she had all ball there, but she gets picked up with the foul. That's going to be her second.
Yep. Man, that looked like all leather.
And that's sending Walker to the line for 2. And she hits her first one. Walker wouldn't have any points if it weren't for free throws. That's her 3rd point of the game, all free throws.
They've been at the line like the whole game.
Yes. And puts her second one up, and that one's good as well.
Now it looks like, well, they just got one girl up there. A little bit of press going on by Poulter.
And the Bruins need to remember about that 10 seconds that they have. Oh, and that one's going to slip right through Marshall's fingers.
Again, it's the little things. It's the bounce passes. It's the...
Yeah, these girls really struggle with the bounce pass. A lot of times they're wanting to throw it right to their feet and think that they can pick it up and actually do something with it. And if Sohns wouldn't have dropped her hands, that probably would have been a charge call. Right. She just kept them in the air. That's her. Oh, they have her for 3. I only had her for 2. And now Maloney's coming in, and Sohns is going to take a seat. And the Bruins have 1, 2, 3, 4 girls in foul trouble with 3 fouls each.
Wow. Already with 4 fouls this quarter.
And they got it down low, and she misses it. And Haley Morris is going to pick up the rebound.
Oh, man.
Oh, Cagle puts one in Daleville's fingers, and another turnover. 4:24 left to go in the 3rd period. And Craig's going to drive one in, and Cagle gets a hand on the ball, but they're going to call the foul.
We've got to have somebody slide in right there and help.
And that's the 5th foul of the second half. And the Bruins quickly going to have to start going to their bench players. Sophie Winger coming back in for Sissy Reed. And I'd like to see Sophie get really aggressive here starting in here in the 3rd period. And she does a really good job of boxing out, but the bucket is good.
We need her to get mean down there.
Was that Craig or Walker?
Yeah, it was Craig.
That's what I thought.
14. Man. Daleville gets a hand in, and another turnover by Blackford.
It looked like a bad pass by Winger. A shot up by Daleville's no good, and Haley Morris now going to get, her third or fourth rebound just in this period.
Right.
And now that's a crazy way to do a pass there by Aaron Cagle, and now Haley Morris is going to have another bad pass, and is that 13? Walker's going to pick up her first field goal of the game.
We're not getting back in transition right now.
And why are we picking up our dribble? Oh, should have been a foul called. A three by Cagle, no good off the backboard. And rebound again by Haley Morris, and I'm sorry, but that looked like a push by Daleville to make her fall down, and now Maloney, who just came out, I believe, is going to go back in for Morris.
Checking in for the Broncos, number 3, Hannah Howell.
And this is slowly slipping away into a triple-digit deficit here.
Yes, it is. And Putler, no good with the – and, oh, man, that was definitely a foul by Maloney, but no call. And Putler's going to have the steal. Takes it right back from Maloney. No ball security whatsoever by the Bruins tonight. Craig with a three, and she's going to get it. But that foul should have happened after the basket. But nope, they're giving her the 4-point play. That is not good. And that's by Craig, putting up the three.
Looks like Reed's coming in for Marshall.
Craig will be at the line for one shot.
There's 2:54 left to go in the third. Craig puts one up, and that one's good.
Man.
Checking in for Blackford, number 32, Sissy Reed.
And looks like Daleville is still in the zone here as we're.
Simmons loses a handle on the ball. The fans want the foul called, but she didn't have the ball in her hands.
Walker pulls up for the three, misses it. There's other Walker for the and then no. Missed a bunny. Paige Maloney with the board.
Maloney giving it up to Cagle. Cagle gets it over to Simmons. Simmons drives the lane. Oh, and did she get hit in the face?
Oh.
That was Sissy Reed for two.
Right back up. Need some solid defense from the Bruins to try to get. They dug themselves a huge hole.
And that was Walker going in, and it looked like she got pushed from behind before the shot or after the shot because she went lunging forward. And now Simmons grabs a hold of the ball and gets the jump ball call, goes Blackford's way.
Bringing the ball up slow. Into the paint to Winger, turn around, hook.
Oh, and the hook is good. Off the glass, 2 points for Sophie Winger. I show that that's her first 2 points of the game.
Yeah, giving a little life to the Bruins here. Let's see if they can pull off another defensive stop here.
Good defense by the Bruins, and they turn it over. Great job by Sophie Winger. Getting in the face of, that was Walker, wasn't it?
Yep.
Of Mackenzie Walker. She throws a bad pass, and it goes out of bounds, turned over to Blackford. Now the Bruins working the outside, gets it down to Winger. Winger gets it down in the paint to Reed, and Reed chucks it up. Oh, and they call the travel. I thought for sure it was going to be a foul. I didn't see the extra steps that she took, but
Aaron, she gets right around Cagle. Craig taking it down. In the middle
Putler gets one. No good, but she comes in and gets her own rebound.
That's got to be travel.
And another jump ball is going to go to the possession arrow is for Daleville.
And another jump ball. And another jump ball.
Score 21-47. The Bruins trail with 1:02 left in the third. The ball gets inbounded. Oh. A three by Walker, and I don't know if you saw what I saw, but it definitely looked like a travel.
Yeah, it did. Yes, it did.
I mean, she got the ball, and then she took that step, and then she got her third step behind the line to shoot that three. Cagle for three, no good. Rebound, Putler. Ooh, boy, she threw herself down on the ground. And they're going to call a foul on Sissy Reed. I'm not sure how you can call a foul when she was grabbing the ball.
These refs are quick on their whistles, but
the Bruins have 7 fouls, and now that's going to send Putler to the line for 1-and-1 situation.
Man, putting them at the bonus before the fourth period is not a good thing.
45 even to go in the third. Putler's first is good.
Fouls are 7-2 right now. Got a little noise from the student section.
And that one's drained, nothing but net.
Trying to get a little energy, but
Putler coming out. Voss is into the third with less than a minute to go in the third.
Into the paint, Sophie Winger back out to
Cagle for three. That's going to be short. Nobody there. Oh! Winger tries to step out, but she steps out of bounds before she touched the ball. There's 32-2 left to go in the third.
Blackford's going to try to keep the full court press on, which has not really done anything to him.
Walker's going to move the ball, drives it straight through, and Winger gets a handle on the ball and blocks it. A nice job by Winger.
Yeah.
Getting them hands up into the ball. The block. Oh!
Little touch foul.
Wow. And Cagle's going to pick up her second foul. The refs are definitely quick to call the fouls tonight.
Yes. Fouls are kind of lopsided here in the third period, 8-2.
And the ball in and out. Who is that? Number 3. I don't even have a number 3 on their roster, but there is a number 3 on the court. And Grace Simmons.
Nothing.
Wow, no foul called. Gets the body check by one of the Daleville players and nothing called. A 3 by Walker, and she falls down. Looks like something happened to her knee. Unsure what it was, but that's going to do it for the third. The Bruins trail 21-49 at the end of the third. We'll be back with this fourth quarter wrap-up here as we read off some more of our sponsors. And Walker is up and moving. Foundation Building Material is your building materials supplier for all your building materials needs. From drywall, steel studs to Armstrong ceiling tile and insulation, Foundation Building Material is founded on principle and built on purpose. Contact Aaron Farrell today at 260-472-2181. If you're suffering from neck or back pain, call Clear Choice Chiropractic. They have the tools necessary to help you live pain-free. Call Dr. Malia Robertson today at 765-329-5044 and schedule an appointment. Don't live another day in pain. Call now, 765-329-5044. Are you looking for custom shirts for your organization, sports team, or just a fun shirt for vacation? Get a hold of Jordan Massey today on Facebook at Clothing as a Canvas. Contact Jordan with all of your special shirt designs and printing. Now, contact him now on Facebook at Clothing as a Canvas. Are you looking for a used car at an affordable price? Call Dave's Car Corner. They sell the nicest used cars on the market, and you just can't beat the friendly service that Dave provides. Located at the corner of Walnut and Jefferson in Hartford, not Walnut and Jefferson, Walnut and Kentucky in Hartford City. Contact him at 765-348-5770. And that's Simmons for 3, and that's good.
Three-point basket, Grace Simmons.
We need about 20 more of those, though.
Yes. Let's see if we can get a defensive stop here and maybe get a big spark going for the fourth period.
The Bruins trailing by 25. Winger lets one go by, and it's going to be out of bounds on J.C. Sones. Daleville's going to get another chance. Quiet gym here. The fans getting a little rowdy. The Bruins playing a good, solid defense. Harding back in the game.
Craig for three.
And gets off the back of the glass. Rebound, J.C. Sones.
Bruins kind of need to pick the pace up a little bit. We got a lot to catch up for right here.
Yes, we do. Sones over to Michaela Harold. Harold gets it down, but Winger gives it back. A lot of quick passes going on in the Bruins game.
How was that? She didn't move her feet, did she?
I don't know. I don't know. The fans next to us are saying she didn't even move her feet, but again, we're all the way up here at the top, and they're down there at the bottom.
Right.
The referees are.
Yep.
Another turnover by the Bruins. Daleville gets the ball turned over themselves as Harding gets a steal out of it. Harding puts it down to Sones. Sones with the layup. The basket is good.
J.C. Sones scored.
Yeah.
Sones with 6 now. And who is that on 24? Hochstetler picks up her first foul of the game.
We need a lot more plays like that.
Yes, we do. And Sones trying to turn it into a three-point play. The shot's up. Oh, it bounces off the rim. Rebound goes to Daleville. I believe that was Voss with the rebound. Yep. Craig drives in, open to the basket, ring around, and it's good.
That's the first bucket for the Broncos this period. 51-26. Just over 6 minutes to go.
The rebound.
Ball bouncing around.
Harding gets a hand on it and gets it back in bounds, and Sones puts it up, and she's going to pick up the foul. I didn't see who it was yet. 14. That's Craig, isn't it? Yep. Craig's picking up her second foul, and J.C. Sones is going to go to the line for 2.
That's the 4th foul on the Broncos. It's now 8-4 on the fouls.
Sones' shot is up, and it's good. Nothing but net.
Checking back in for Daleville, number 23, Heather
Putler. How can it be Putler when an L's before the T?
I know. I think it's
Or an L's after the T. No, it is Putler.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. I must have misread that earlier. Sone's second shot is up, and it's good.
Putler. Yeah, I think it is.
I guess that makes sense.
All right.
I'm not perfect.
Right.
Daleville moving the ball around.
Little motion on the outside here.
Putler looking for the 3, drops back though, passes it off, and now a short field goal rebound by Simmons. Simmons is moving the ball fast.
Little push over to Michaela Harold on the.
Harold gives it up to Harding. Harding puts one up, no good, but rebound J.C. Sones. And I thought she got fouled on that one, but no call. That's Sones' 8th point of the game, leading the Bruins tonight, which she has been doing just about every game. 3 by Putler is good.
Heather Putler for 3 for Daleville.
That's her first 3 of the game. And Simmons for 3, and that one's in there.
Great Simmons.
Simmons starting to come alive here with her second 3 of the game. And that ball was tipped by the Bruins, and Reagan Harding gets a hold of it. Puts it. And a foul. Number 14, Craig gets the foul. That's her 3rd.
See a little life out of the Bruins now. Let's see if we can keep this intensity up.
The score's 54-33, 4:41 left in the 4th. Michaela Harold was over there waving her arms like she wanted the ball. Not a good idea, but now she gets it. She drives in, and they're going to call a travel.
Man, she's got to put the ball on the floor.
Yep, you got to put the ball on the floor before you move, not after you move. Now it looks like Weitzel's about to come in. A drive by Craig is good.
Ashley Craig scores for the Broncos.
I think the announcer here can be a little bit less excited about Daleville hitting points.
Right.
And now Sones for three, no good. Rebound, Harold puts it back out to Simmons for three, no good. The rebound, Sophie Winger tried to fight for it. Oh, and Grace Simmons going to pick up her fourth. Simmons definitely picked up her fourth, but it is the fourth period. Let her foul out, Coach.
Foul by 20, Simmons.
This looks like he's going to stay with this group here. Oh.
And
Weitzel
Weitzel's going to come in for Michaela Harold.
Weitzel. Ellie Huston are at the line for the Broncos.
And it looks like Layla Pennington setting herself up to come in. A shot no good, and the Bruins, Harding and Weitzel are fighting for the rebound, but Harding gives it up to Weitzel.
Corner pass, nothing there in the corner. She's
And
stuck.
picking up the dribble, and we got a timeout by Coach Waters. A good timeout called. Still has 2 left.
Full timeout.
This one's going to be a full one, so let's go ahead and have a couple more ad reads here just to get our sponsors some more time. Foundation Building Material is your building materials supplier for all your building materials needs. From drywall, steel studs to Armstrong ceiling tile and insulation, Foundation Building Material is founded on principle, built on purpose. Contact Aaron Farrell today at 260-472-2181. Are you suffering from neck pain, back pain, or joint pain? Clear Choice Chiropractic can help. From neck pain, migraines, stress, or a colicky baby, Clear Choice Chiropractic has the tools necessary to help you live pain-free. Call Dr. Malia Robertson today at 765-329-5044 and schedule an appointment. Don't live another day in pain. Are you looking for custom shirts for your organization, sports team, or just a fun shirt for vacation? Get a hold of Jordan Massey today on Facebook at Clothing as a Canvas. Contact Jordan with all of your special shirt designs and printing. His creations are amazing, and he even does special projects like the shoes Coach Waters is wearing tonight on the court. Contact Jordan now on Facebook at Clothing as a Canvas. Also, don't forget to call Dave's Car Corner for your used cars at an affordable price. They're the nicest cars on the market, and you just can't beat the friendly service that you get from Dave. Stop by his dealership today at the corner of Walnut and Kentucky, or give him a call at 765-348-5770. And Walker jumps that pass and gets the steal, but not able to do anything with it, and it's going to go Blackford once it's out of bounds. Now we've got Grace Marshall coming back in for Harding.
Also number 34, Grace Marshall.
And I like Marshall on the court.
Yeah. Looks like they got Pennington running the point for Blackford.
Oh, a bad pass by Weitzel, but Sone's able to pick it up. Moves the ball, drives it down to the lane, picks it out to Pennington. Pennington for 2.
Layla Pennington scores for the Bruins.
That takes the lead down to 21. 56-35, 2:40 left.
Ooh. Who's that push going to be
We're
on?
going to get it on 5, White.
Oh, Pennington. Hadn't been in the game very long. Picks up her first foul, and the
Potler at the line for the Broncos shooting
He's going to
2.
send
Broncos
Poulter
are,
to the line for 2.
and they're in the double bonus now. And her first one is up and good. I'm telling you, she hasn't missed much today, but wait till you hear the stats on this game afterwards. Butler misses completely, and it's going to be Blackford ball at the baseline. Blackford with only 5 fouls, or 10 fouls. The Broncos with only 5 fouls.
Right.
And it looks like we're going to have
Sones with the 15-footer.
can't chuck the ball up without
No.
squaring up to the basket. Timeout, Daleville. That's only their second time out of the game.
Looks like it's going to be a full timeout, Daleville.
Timeout, Daleville.
We got 57-35, Daleville. 2:16 left.
Yep. And just to give a shout-out, as we've been doing every game thus far, I'd like to give a shout-out to our most recent subscriber, Jeremy Sutton. If you're watching, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for tuning in today. And if you're friends with Jordan here, I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
2:16 left to go in the game. The Bruins trailing by 22 now, 35-57.
That caught me off guard, Steve.
I figured it did because it took you a minute.
It did.
It took you a minute.
Oh, man, that's funny.
But again, thank you, Jeremy, for tuning in. I appreciate it. And make sure you check out some of our sponsors and let them know that you appreciate us being able to bring this to you. If you're not watching, I understand, but you should be.
Right. Subscribe. Get on here.
And, Jordan, you put out a Facebook post.
I did.
Talking about the live stream and the
right.
And the Bruins Sports or Blackford Sports Network.
Right.
And how many likes and comments did you get on that?
I think like 100.
Come on now, let's stop lying.
I'm not sure. Let me check real quick.
Putler scores another 2. Sones drives in, gives it back out to the top of the key to Layla. Layla drops it down over to Helen Weitzel. And we've got another timeout by Coach Waters.
Jeez.
And he definitely needed that timeout. Looks like he's going to put some more JV players in. Hurd was looking to come in, and so was Macy Cagle. Not sure if they got checked in or not, but they may be coming in. He may be putting them in. That's why might be why he called the timeout.
Right. Looked like it only had 8 on there, Steve. 8 likes.
8 likes.
3 or 4 shares. I'm not very popular.
You promised me at least 50 or 60.
Hey. They're coming. They're coming.
All right. I'll be looking for them.
All right.
And Hurd and Merkel and Macy Cagle all in from the JV team playing with the lone varsity. Hurd with the fake, pitches it back out to Marshall, the lone varsity for 3, and Marshall looks like she got hurt on that one. She is crawling on her hands and knees, gets up, but looks like she's going to walk over to the sideline. She's going to sit on her, and she's going to sit down, and I don't know who scored that.
Potler scores for Daleville.
Potler. Oh, he's calling her Potler now. Oh, that wasn't I'm so used to giving her 1 point that I started giving her 1 point there, but she scores 2, bringing the score to 61-35 as they tend to grace Marshall. We won't show injured players on the court for obvious reasons. You wouldn't want to be broadcast all over YouTube and the thousands of subscribers that we have. Just don't want to. You wouldn't want your child to be broadcast all over, so we're not going to do that to these players either.
That makes sense.
Right? Would you want your kid to be broadcast and
right.
zoomed in on in their moment of pain and despair?
Looks like she's getting helped off the court now. Looks like it might be an ankle, Steve.
Yeah, it looked like it was an ankle. She was holding it, but she is able to hobble off the court.
And it looks like Erin Cagle takes her spot.
And I like Erin Cagle out on the court. A nice leader to have out here with these JV players. I'm not real sure. Yeah, it looks like and the Bruins, I thought they turned it over, but they do keep the ball. Putler's still out on the court and so is Craig, so it looks like they're not making any changes. So these JV players are going to, and that one's off the hands of Merkel and another turnover. But it looks like Daleville's going to stick with their varsity.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple of second string, as I like to call them. Even there's not bench players is what we'll call them. Putler drives in, no good. I believe that was Cagle or Hurd who got a hand on it. And Macy Cagle is able to put her hands on it and cause the jump ball. But it does stay down towards Daleville. Daleville gets the ball in.
Oh.
And Putler misses the bunny. But rebound Craig, and Hurd gets her hands up and keeps Craig from shooting it. There's 35 seconds to go, and it looks like Daleville's just going to hold the ball.
Just going to run the clock out here.
Daleville passing the ball around.
It looks just like a motion, just running the clock out here. Score 61-35. Looks like it'll stay that way. Daleville Broncos on top. Oh, here we go. A little steal. And another jump ball.
And so it's going Bruins' way. I'm trying to get some stats. Under a second. Last second shot thrown up by Pennington is no good. So I told you might be interested in the score of the game. If we took away all of the free throws, the game would be tied right now.
Are you serious?
I'm very serious. The game would be 35-35 if we didn't foul so much.
That's
but
unreal.
just to put it in perspective, Mackenzie Walker had 18 points, and 13 of those were field goals. 5 points off of free throws alone.
Wow.
Malia Walker had 2 points of field goals and 4 points worth of foul shots. No, again, these are just the ones they've made, not the ones they have attempted.
Right.
Craig had 9 points in field goals, 6 points just in free throws alone. Putler had 7 free throws made, 11 points total. And Audrey Voss rounds it out with 3 foul shots. So if you add up the 3-pointers and the field goals hit by Daleville, they end up with 35 points.
Wow. That just goes to show we got to start sliding our feet on defense. We got to start.
Hands in the air, leave them in the air. Don't
Right.
drop them down for anything. No reason to foul the way that we do, and it just makes things worse when you do.
Yeah.
So if there's anything that we can provide setting up here, just keeping a quick stat book, is keep your hands to yourself and play aggressively.
Right.
It's okay to play aggressive defense, but I noticed that a lot of these girls like to try to time the dribble, and they like to slap those hands down and try to steal the ball. And if they would just keep the ball, keep their hands to themselves,
Right.
The score of these games may end up being just a little bit closer. I mean, obviously you're going to foul. It's the nature of the game. But if you take away, I mean, you still lose the game even if you foul. Let's say they foul just as much as Daleville does. The Bruins actually only hit 2 free throws out of everybody.
How many did they attempt?
I don't know. I don't keep that stat, but they only hit 2. And I believe those were both by J.C. Sones. J.C. Sones, again, leads the team with 10 points. Grace Simmons rounds it up with 6-8. And then Helen Weitzel, Sophie Winger, Sissy Reed, Erin Cagle, all with 2. Oh, and Grace Marshall had 5.
Right.
So, and Layla Pennington had a 2. So, a lot of the Bruins are scoring. They just need to keep their hands to themselves. and let them fouls roll off the sleeve, or
Right.
we just need to put a stop to them. You got anything to add?
Not really. Nope, I don't think so.
Well, we appreciate you coming up here and filling in for your brother, Ian. But I'm sure the fans would much rather have his voice than yours.
I don't blame him.
So, with that, don't forget, tomorrow starts boys varsity basketball.
Let's go.
At home. And I don't know. I wish I would have looked at it before I started this live stream because it would have been up there for me. But they start tomorrow live on Blackford Sports Network. So don't miss it.
Varsity,
Tune
7:30.
in. 7:30 game time?
7:30 varsity time.
So definitely tune in tomorrow. Watch the boys as they start their home opener. But tonight the girls fall to Daleville 61-35. And a lot of that all comes down to foul shots. So if you have one of the girls on the team and you're watching here, tell them keep your hands to yourself. Remember what your mama told you when you was younger.
That's right.
And I know Jordan was told that an awful lot when he was younger by his mom.
Oh, yeah.
So with that, we're going to sign off. For my co-host, Jordan McCammon, thanks again for coming.
Hey, no problem.
Thanks for tuning in.